Hello everyone, myself Dr. Jyoti Gangwal, Assistant Professor in Shari Rachna Department, Anatomy, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Now, today we will talk about gross anatomy of pancreas. First of all, we will talk about the introduction of pancreas. The pancreas word is made up of two parts, pen plus krias. The pen means all and the kriyas means flesh. So basically, it is a fleshy part. It is a soft, lobulated and elongated organ. As we see in this diagram, it is soft, elongated and lobulated. Now, the pancreas is mixed gland. It is partially exocrine and partially endocrine. The exocrine part secrete the digestive pancreatic juice and the endocrine part secrete hormones. This is the pancreas. This is the duodenum. This is the pancreatic duct, superior mesenteric artery and superior mesenteric vein. This is the duodenum part. This is the interlobular duct and this is the accessory duct. We will talk about later about that. Now, location. The pancreas lies in the epigastrium and left hypochondrium region. This is the pancreas and this is the epigastric region and this is the hypochondrial region. The pancreas lies more or less transverse to the posterior abdominal wall. What is the level of pancreas location? So basically it is at the level of L1 to L2 vertebra. First lumbar vertebra to second lumbar vertebra. The shape is J shape. In previous diagram, this is the J shape and oblique. Measurement. The length is 15 to 20 centimeter. The thickness is 2.5 to 3.8 centimeter. The breadth is 1.2 to 1.8 centimeter. And the weight is 18 to 90 grams. Now, what is the part of pancreas? So, the pancreas has four parts: head, neck, body, and tail. It's a J shape, oblique, head part, neck part, body, and tail. The head is further divided into two parts: head proper and uncinate proper. Now, we will talk about the head part. The head part is enlarged and lies within the concavity of the duodenum. Here, we can see. This is the head. This is the head part. And this is the concavity of the duodenum. This is the duodenum and this is the concavity of the duodenum. So the head is lies within the concavity of the duodenum. It has two surface, free border, and one uncinate process. So now we will talk about the relation of borders of head to the other parts of the body. So as we know, the head is free border. So the superior border is related to first part of duodenum, and the superior is pancreatico-duodenal artery, and the inferior part is related to third part of duodenum or inferior pancreatico-duodenal artery, and the right lateral part is related to second part of duodenum and anastomosis between the two pancreatico-duodenal arteries, the terminal part of bile duct. So the superior surface, first part of the duodenum, the inferior, sorry, not surface, the superior border is related to first part of duodenum, the inferior border is related to third part of duodenum, and the right lateral border is related to second part of duodenum. Because as we know that the head is lies within the concavity of the duodenum. Now, surface. Head has two surface, anterior and posterior. The anterior surface is related to first part of duodenum and the transverse colon and the coils of jejunum, and the posterior part is related to inferior vena cava, terminal part of renal veins, right crus of diaphragm, and bile duct. And the uncinate process, which is the part of head. Anteriorly, it is related to superior mesenteric vessels, and posteriorly, it is related to the aorta. Here we can see in this diagram that this is the head. This is the uncinate process. So basically, it is the head proper. This is the neck part. This is the body part, and this is the tail part. This is the first part of duodenum. This is the second part of duodenum. This is the third part, and this is the fourth part of duodenum. This is superior mesenteric artery and superior mesenteric vein, which is related to the first part of duodenum, superior border of head. Now, inferior vena cava, portal vein, hepatic artery, common bile duct, right adrenal gland, right kidney, minor papilla, major papilla, second part of duodenum, inferior vena cava, abdominal aorta, left kidney, splenic artery, spleen, left adrenal gland. Now we'll talk about the neck. Look at this diagram. This is the neck. It divides the head and body. And most constricted part of the pancreas. So the neck is the constricted part of the pancreas. It is directed forward, upward to the left. The neck also has two surfaces, anterior and posterior. The anterior surface is related to the peritoneum, covering the posterior wall of lesser sac and pylorus of the stomach. And the posterior surface is related to the superior mesenteric vein and the beginning of the portal vein. Here we can see that this is the superior mesenteric vein and this is the portal vein or beginning of the portal vein. And the neck part is related to both of these veins. Now, body. This is the body, which lie between neck and tail, or which extend between the neck and the tail. The body is the elongated and extend from its neck to tail. The external features of the body is it has three border, anterior, superior, and inferior, and three surface, anterior, posterior, and inferior. Uh, we will talk about the unseen net process. And one is tuber omental, which present in body. So one projection project upward beyond the superior border and is known as the tuber omental. So the body has three borders, anterior, superior, and inferior. The anterior border is related to transverse mesocolon. The superior border is related to celiac trunk, hepatic artery, splenic artery, and the inferior border is related to superior mesenteric vessels. The body has three surfaces also, superior, posterior, and inferior. Superior surface is related to peritoneum and related to lesser sac and to the stomach. The posterior surface is related to aorta with the origin of superior mesenteric artery, left crus of diaphragm, left suprarenal gland, left kidney, and renal vessels, splenic vein. The inferior surface is related to peritoneum and is also related to duodenojejunal flexure, coils of jejunum, and left colic fissure. This is the superior mesenteric artery. This is the aorta. This is the duodenojejunal flexure. This is the left suprarenal gland. This is the right suprarenal gland. So the body is related to duodenojejunal flexure, superior mesenteric vein with the aorta, left renal adrenal gland, splenic artery, etc. This is the superior border. This is the inferior. This is the anterior. Now tail. The left end of the pancreas is called tail. So basically the tail is the most left part of the pancreas. It lies in lieno-renal ligament. Lieno means spleen. It embedded in the hilum of the spleen. There are two ducts which is found in pancreas, the main pancreatic duct and the accessory pancreatic duct. About this, we will talk about in our next PPT or next video. This is the first part in which we will talk about the general or basic or principal or external features of the pancreas. I hope you will understand very well. Let's just revise this portion. The pancreas is soft lobulated and elongated organ It is mixed gland, partially exocrine and partially endocrine. The endocrine part secretes the digestive juice, and the exocrine part secretes the digestive juice, and the endocrine part secretes hormones. This is the level L1, L2 vertebra, and the location is epigastrium and left hypochondrium. The measurement is 15 to 20 centimeter length, 0.5 to 3.8 centimeter thickness. Breadth is 1.2 to 1.8 centimeter, and the weight is 80 to 90 centimeter. It divided into 4 parts: head, neck, body, tail. The head is further divided into head proper and unseen net process. And the head is 3 border, 2 surface, and 1 unseen net process, which is also related to the other parts of the surrounding structures. Thank you.